Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. It's Toxic Thursday. Carol Brandolino is in the house, and we got a great show lined up for you guys today. It's beautiful. It's hot out. It's nice. Summer is here, and we are excited. Got a lot of good things to talk about. Check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com. Give us a call at 847-769-8609 to book a show. Every show is dedicated to the military. Are great for everybody and the veterans who fought for our country, and mostly dedicated to people like you. Today, I'm wearing my Make America Italian Again shirt. Here it is. And I caught two fish today, so I was up early this morning. So we are ready, and Carol's ready. So let's go to work on Toxic Toys Day. Toys Day. Let's go. Oh, there it is. How are you doing, Carol, over here on Toxic Thursday on June 19th? And, of course, today, ladies and gentlemen, is Juneteenth, if I'm pronouncing it right.
Yep.
June 19th, Juneteenth.
Yep.
Back in 1865, the last enslaved African-American people were free. So it's a big day in the Black community, African-American community. It was a good day in history.
Yeah.
So that is today on Thursday. A lot to talk about today, folks. Oh, my God. I'm beat. And I know Carol's got some good stuff, folks. So let's go right to Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local, folks. That's right. And as you can see, there they are. There it is. There's all 5, 6 new locations. There they are. The locations in general. Fox River Grove and Richmond, Illinois, folks. Buy a Blackstone Iron Forge 4-burner outdoor grill for $549 and get the stainless steel burger press kit just for $69.99. Oh, I'm sorry, it's free. It's $69.99 value. It's for free. As always, you purchase any grill for $3.99 or more. It comes with a free sauce, rub, or of your choice, plus free assembly and delivery. Get a free $10 gift card when you purchase a $50 gift card. And make many more offers at the great Ace Hardware nationwide grilling event, Saturday, June 28th from 11 to 2. They'll be grilling hot dogs, brats, burgers, all your favorites, folks, from 11 to 2 in the Norwich location. And from 12 to 1, we'll be performing a free concert out there from our good friends from Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. All right. I was off last night, so it was good. Off tomorrow. No, I was off last night, so it was good. I want to thank my friend Julie from the Backyard Bar Marina was on. Talk about that nice place they owe over there in Johnsburg, which will be performing there this Sunday. What I just found out, Carol, Saturday and Sunday, it's going to be hot. Now, Saturday won't be as hot. 90 outside. I hope there's shade.
Yeah.
Oh, and I have to bring a couple shirts.
Yes.
No, it's going to be interesting.
Bring some shade.
Yeah. Also, and if you guys remember, on Tuesday we did the Tap House Grill, and in Lamont for the dogs for the halfway home. We found out the total they made $3,000. I'm sorry, $3,000 they brought in, and Carol, 5 dogs were adopted. 5 dogs were adopted. And people actually bought the dogs home because the organization called Halfway Home. But after Tuesday, they're home. 5 dogs. How cool is that?
That's a success. Mission then it's successful. You know. Yep.
I agree. It was successful and it was very, very good. Now, tonight, folks, from 6 to 7, I'll be for Stroll Magazine, great magazine out of Edison Park and Park Ridge. Dolly McCarthy is running that. Me and Toto will be there from 6 to 7. And then we're off for retro 80s rock and roll night tonight at Positano's in Oak Brook with Jerry Jams and Lisa P. Tomorrow, Chicago Prime. Saturday, the Getaway in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, outside. And Sunday, the Backyard Bar Marina in Johnsburg. A lot of good stuff. Real fast, we lost. Okay, 2 weeks ago, we lost Sly Stone. Then we lost Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys. And yesterday, we lost Lou Christie at the age of 82. Lightning strikes again. Yeah, lightning strikes and it happily striked when Lou Christie dies at the age of 82 years old.
Well,
what do you got, Carol?
So I have a live audience today. So I'm off for Juneteenth, which it's kind of nice to just, I'm home.
No, wait a minute. They give you a night off.
Oh,
day
yeah,
off?
It's like a federal holiday now. Yeah. I'm not gonna.
It is. So you mean to tell me we get no mail, no nothing today?
No.
I didn't know it was I knew it was a holiday.
And I actually I wanted to tan a little bit. So I'm not putting my makeup on and then just to go back out and tan again. So it's all natural today. This is just
El natural.
All I did was fill in the eyebrows a little bit, just a little bit here. I got my tooth in, of course. I didn't go super natural, but but my mom,
from the heart, Carol. That's
my mom is over, so she's sitting on the bench across from me. So she's my audience today.
Tell your mother I said hello. Tell her I said hello. Very cool. So does she like that? Does she watch the show every now and then, or she listens to it every now and then when you're on?
She watches as much as she can. Yeah, she loves it.
Does she think we're a little? She thinks we're both a little.
She's a box. She'll give you a run for your money with how you talk. Just so you know, you'd have to go censor. You'd have to do the censor things over the mouth if my mom was on.
All right. Well, listen. I think you got to put your money where your mouth is. I think you got to get her on next Thursday as a guest.
I'll get her on if she's prepared. Yeah, she would do it. I think if she's not at work, she'll do it. Yeah.
All right.
She will.
She'll do it Thursday or Tuesday. You pick a day.
Okay.
Get her on. And I like to get destroyed.
She would
it's very good.
You. She would just you would be like, holy shit. But yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
that's good.
It's good.
That's good.
So, thank you first of all for letting G get up and play. He's been on cloud nine since. I'm not gonna lie. He's just really he's confident with his music, but singing not usually that much. But I will tell you, he sings Sinatra, D. Martin, and all that at the house when he plays karaoke on my TV. He comes in my room and he's like, "Mom, I'm gonna sing." I go, "You got to learn the words really well so you don't have to think about them." But I get concerts all the time here.
Or you can do like I do, but for years been just
make your own words up. Right? That's what I told him. I go, "Tony doesn't do all this words," and he goes,
"Not all of them." Well, you know what? Carol, the classic touch is when he put the hat on. He put the hat on, doing "That's Life." And that brought him right into the mood.
And he loves you guys. He knows.
He said he's ready for tonight. He said, "Is he ready for tonight?" He said,
"He's
ready to go."
Whenever.
All right.
Yeah.
What do you got?
Okay. So anyway, thank you for that. It was a lot of fun. Great time. So I got. I've got some questions and stuff like that, but. Last night, I went down a rabbit hole on our zodiac signs, okay? And I just was like, I know you're Capricorn. You're the 28th, because I know Gina's the 26th.
Yes.
And right now, I've got several people in my life all of a sudden that are Capricorn. It's really weird how this stuff works. At one point in my life growing up, when I was like a teenager in my 20s, it was all July, like July birthdays. I had like 10 people that I hung out with. So I think as your life changes, you do surround yourself with different maybe types of people. So one of the things I want to do is I want to ask you how true some of these things are, that it says your weaknesses, your strengths, your personality, your attitude, all shit like that. Okay.
Go ahead. Let me have it.
So
Wait, is this in general? Is this Capricorns in
This is
general?
Capricorns in general. Sometimes if you tell them it's at the end of December,
Okay.
beginning, it depends. Like, I have a friend that does all that
All
stuff.
right.
She knows it all. So I'm not squinting here. Let's see here. So it says Capricorn,
All right.
some of your weaknesses. You tell me yes or no if this is who you are. It says sometimes they tend to be pessimistic. They may sometimes have a tendency to be pessimistic or overly cautious. Like they tend to think on the negative side of things. True? Okay.
Sometimes. Yeah, I would say maybe
Okay.
75%. But it also depends on what
Okay.
it is. But usually,
Okay.
yeah, if it's
Yeah,
too good to be
right,
true kind
right,
of thing. Yeah.
All right,
Go ahead.
workaholism. Their dedication to work can sometimes lead to neglecting other important aspects of life. You work a lot.
Well, I do work a lot. And unfortunately, me working a lot, I miss a lot of stuff. I miss almost everything, which kind of stinks, to be
Yeah,
honest
but
with
missing
you.
it doesn't mean
And
you're
then the days that I'm
neglecting,
off,
it doesn't mean you're neglecting them. It's just you're missing them
right.
because of
I'm not
work.
neglecting. Right.
Okay.
Right. And on my days off, like you said, it's Monday, Tuesdays, and there's not much you can do on a Monday and Tuesday.
Okay. So it says their strong-willed nature can make them inflexible and resistant to change. So I think it's saying you're stubborn a little bit.
I'm stubborn to
Okay.
some degree, but sometimes I do have an open mind. It all depends, I could be kind of headstrong, but I also like to listen to both sides. Like most of the time, I might just react, and then I'll go back, listen to both sides, and go, you got a point there. Yeah. So yeah, a little bit, I guess.
Some of your strengths. They create stability and security in their lives and for those around them.
Yeah. I think that's important.
Strategic planning. They are skilled at planning ahead and making effective decisions.
I definitely plan ahead when it comes to work-wise, because our calendar has to be filled. If I plan ahead, I try to, doesn't always work, but I do try to plan ahead. I do have a notes, I write down some things that I want to do, like return phone calls and do stuff. I do have to do that. Yes.
Honesty and loyalty. They are reliable and trustworthy in their relationships. Good.
Yeah. Sometimes a little too. I agree. Yes.
Okay. Let's see. It says Saturn associated with you're responsible, groundedness, focus on the material world a lot. Where's the other one? The sea goat. I don't know. I didn't even read this. I don't even know what this is going to say, but I'm going to read it. It says symbol, the sea goat, a mythical creature with the body of a goat and the tail, of a fish. Go figure, symbolizes their ability to navigate both the material and the emotional realms in life. Look at that. You're part of fish.
I don't know nothing about that. Wait a minute. I don't know nothing about the goats. That's more up the Greek style. I got the fish.
The Greeks got the goats. We got you. I know the Greeks.
You guys got the goats.
It says, Capricorns are reliable friends and partners, offering support and loyalty to those that they care about. Sometimes they're perceived as serious or reserved, sometimes preferring to keep their emotions private.
Yeah, absolutely. Most like if it's got something personal stuff, but if I have an opinion about something, I will. Unfortunately, I'm the kind of guy that you don't want to have on a speakerphone, just like you said.
Right.
So something comes up, I will say, and it's never really. There's no filter whatsoever, unfortunately.
Right. That's okay. I prefer that. Highly motivated to achieve your goals and often set very high standards for yourself.
Yeah, I try to. I try the best I can. Yeah.
And then it says you have practical approach to life and prefer to focus on tangible results, long-term stability, and they're known for their strong work ethic, self-control, and ability to manage their time and responsibilities effectively.
Yeah, that I do. I don't have these big dreams. Maybe I did when I was younger, but I'm just happy to be doing what I'm doing work wise. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And people say, Tony, whatever happens if you ever made it big. I think at the time I had chances to hit that level.
Uh-huh.
But I think my mind at the time and what I was in, I think I didn't get it because I think God said, nah, I think if you became at that time, you might have self-destructed.
Yeah. Oh,
What I'm
yeah,
thinking.
there's a reason for
But,
everything. I truly believe that. Yeah.
that I do believe. That I do
Yeah.
believe. Yeah.
Yeah, that's redirection for sure. They say sometimes when you get well, that's what I have to think. Rejection is redirection. A friend of mine always has said that, and it's so true. When you're rejected or something doesn't work out, it doesn't mean you don't keep trying or trying to do other avenues. You have to never quit if it's something you truly are passionate about.
Yeah, but
But
here's what.
rejection, yeah,
Yeah. But here's the thing
redirection.
that I get. If you get rejected on certain things now, for instance, if you try to apply for a gig or try for a part or something like that, whatever it is, or a job or
Yeah,
something,
right.
I don't mind getting the rejection part.
Mm,
What I
mhm.
don't mind, what I hate is when they don't tell you why.
Why? Right. Yeah.
I would rather them say, hey, I ain't going to hire you because you're big mouth and you talk about Trump sometimes when you're singing your songs. All right,
Right.
case closed, down the
Right.
street,
Right.
next. All
Yes,
right. Yeah,
100%.
I,
Because it
yeah,
has nothing to
you're
do with
better.
your talent. Because
Right,
well, because then you're thinking it's, oh, is it my talent? Am I not talented enough?
right.
Because you're questioning
Yeah,
your talent. But if it's for other reasons, yes, I'd prefer to know that too because
yeah,
it makes it a lot easier.
yeah. And then, right.
Right.
Absolutely. Then you can cross it off your list and you never have to worry about it again. But when they give you that no response or hem and
Mhm.
haw, and, just come out and tell me the
Right.
truth. This is what it is. I'm going to be 63. Where am I
Right.
going? This is it. I'm going to keep knocking. Especially for me with bars or restaurants. Remember, old musicians never die. They just go from bar to bar. Or
Listen,
you try to get a better bar or better, of corporate stuff or whatever it is.
you
So,
got a lot of
yeah.
years ahead of you with your performing. I hope because I truly love. I do. I really do love it. And then, watching Frankie get up there with you, and then honestly, I cried the other night watching Gianni sing the song with you guys because he loves doing that so much, and he loves that era. He knows he's an old soul, and he's got a lot of different people in his life that like different genres of music. So he knows how to play everything from jazz to the Doors to Led Zeppelin, Skinner, all of it. You could tell him a song, and if he listens for a minute, he could jam. He's used to jamming.
You
Yeah,
can learn it. And that's what I
yeah,
told them too. I told them, guys, and for any of you that's listening and have kids or anybody, don't even have to be kids. If you believe in something
yeah,
and you want to do it,
yeah.
especially an instrument,
Yes.
pick it up.
Mhm.
Keep trying. I mean, I'm telling you, man,
Yeah,
that's how it works. That's how
yeah,
it all
yeah.
starts.
It's never.
It
Yeah.
makes a lot of sense. And we're learning a lot of good things here today on Ocean's Pit. I was trying to see who do we got? Oops, I lost it here, folks. I'm sorry. Toxic Thursday, Cara Bandolino's in the house, folks. Ryan Lewis, what's up, my friend Jeff? He's a good musical ear. Yeah, there you go. Joey Spins, I'll see you tonight. Albert, Jerry Jams, Jeff Hunt, Patrice, how you guys all doing? Boyd, straight from the convent. There you go. Hey, Boyd, we didn't get a chance. I wished you two birthdays 2 days in
Mhm.
a row, but I didn't see you on. So happy birthday again to Boyd in the house today, everybody. All right, Ronnie B. Old Babe Winkleman, the Bassmaster. Oh,
Oh,
thank you. I'm finally catching the good ones.
that video. Listen,
Um,
Gianni almost
there
peed
you
his
go.
pants when he saw
Carol,
it with the thing on your pants today. Like he goes, "When did that happen?" I go, "That was this morning."
oh, yeah,
But you were trying to pull on it and
that was this
walking. But
morning.
people are like, "Why are you breathing so heavy? What's wrong?" Because you sounded like you were going into labor for a minute. I was like, What's going on? Is he okay?"
Yeah. Well, I was trying to lift this and lift that
Yeah.
at the same time. And then if you let go of that fish, it wasn't that far. All he has to do is roll over twice and he can be back in the water and then
No.
I'll never find him again. So there
Oh
you go.
man.
Got it. It was good. Um, we want to say congratulations to the Stanley Cup Florida Panthers. The NHL hockey won the Stanley Cup for the second year in a row. The Italian-based owned Florida Panthers for a Stanley Cup hockey 2 years in a row.
Nice.
Congratulations for the hockey there real fast. All right. And one other thing, Carol, before you go, before you start your stuff, I didn't know what a Luke Combs is.
So it's a country singer.
Yeah. I know he's a country singer, I thought, but I didn't realize how popular he is. Do you know that he's the second highest selling country artist of all time? He's number 2. Number 1 is Garth Brooks.
Yeah, I didn't know he was number 2. That's huge. I would think Kenny Chesney or some of the other names would be, but yeah, that's huge. Yeah.
No. That is cute. That is huge. And last thing, if you're sad and ugly, drink a beer. Then you're just ugly.
Then you're just ugly. Because you won't be sad after you have a couple drinks.
You won't be sad anymore because you got your beer. All right, there you go.
Oh,
what do you got for us?
All right. Well, I just had a few questions. Okay, so I'm trying to think which ones to start with. I don't want to be like too serious because what? My mom, the peanut fact. What do they call it? Oh, okay. This is right. I was she reminded me, my mom. I was in court yesterday. I have to tell the story because I almost got kicked out of the room. I didn't know what I did. So I was in court, and I'm sitting there. You listen to everybody's stories. It's actually very interesting, quite honestly. You go listen to all of it. So there was a guy that was in handcuffs, and he came in and he was representing himself. Okay. So I don't know what the hell happened. There was a video recording that he was trying to get, he wanted it. He said he had an investigator. He's telling the judge, and then he was representing himself. And then the other lawyer was on the other end. And he's like, I just need the recorded video from the lungement. And he's like, they're like, what? He goes, the lungement. I need the recorded video from the lungement. The lungement is what has all the information on it. Where's my investigator? Where's my this? And he's like losing his shit a little.
Excuse me, what's a lungement?
This is what the entire courtroom was looking like. What the fuck is a lungement? And so the judge is sitting there right now. I'm watching the judge, the other lawyer, and himself, guys, he's representing himself. And they go, sir, what's a lungement? Because I think everybody was afraid to say anything because we didn't know, like, what should we know this? He's like, right. I was washing my clothes at the lungement.
So it was a laundromat. The laundry.
Correct.
All right, laundromat. Okay. Yeah.
So like,
Jeff Hunt said laundromat.
It was. I couldn't, some people got up and had to walk out because you get in trouble for laughing. So I had put my arm on the, where you're sitting in the courtroom, and the bailiff or whatever he is comes up to me and goes, excuse me, you need to remove your arm. I'm like, what? What do you mean, from my body? What the fuck are you talking about? Remove my arm from what? He's like, from on top of the thing. I was just like leaning. What does that have to do with anything? I don't even know. I said, I'm sorry. I don't know court etiquette. I don't spend a lot of time here, but sorry. Like, okay, right. Jesus Christ. But anyway, it was very funny. And that my mom reminded me that I got to tell the story.
Did he win his case?
No, he's got to come back. No, he's got to come back. He's going to represent himself. I give him credit. I'd like to represent myself and not pay a lawyer $10,000. I'll be honest with you, when it comes to that.
But the only problem is sometimes if you're going against another lawyer, they know they can trick you into saying certain things, and you don't have that lawyer there. Now you can end up making it worse for your case. So you kind of have to watch. You got to put good point there on there. So there you go, laundromat. Laundromat.
That was
lunchman.
What is that? Like, I didn't know. I couldn't. I can't. But I didn't laugh out loud. I really didn't. I did good. Okay, so I was looking at things like morals and ethics. This stuff sits heavy on my mind because I try to be a good person, and then there's just certain things you have to do sometimes because you have to do them, right? So my daughter calls me out on little white lies sometimes. She pisses me off. She's like, "Don't be a liar. I hate liars. You tell the truth." And I'm like, sometimes is it okay to lie? And if it is, when's it okay to lie? Or should you tell the truth even if it's going to hurt somebody's feelings? I don't know.
Well, you know what? That's a question I think that everybody's asking. If you listen to the people that are watching right now, what is a little white lie? Is it bad? If you, okay, example, you went into the not the laundromat. You went into the where you go to the store and they have the
Yeah.
free samples.
Yeah.
Let's just say, and you stop and you grab
Okay.
one free sample. Then you maybe go back around again, and the guy says you already had one, or maybe you had two, and you
Yeah.
said no, I only had one. So I don't know, man. It's very. But David says tell the truth, because if you do tell the truth the first time, you might get some shit, but at least
So
it's
even if it's
over.
going to upset somebody,
came
tell
from
the
you.
truth, right? Is that what you're saying?
Well, if you say somebody had say a brand new person walks in and he's got a new suit on or a dress on, how do you think I look?
Well, if a guy has a dress on, what are you going to say? You going to be honest?
Well, if the guy has a dress on, I'm just going to say keep walking. But if there's what I'm trying to say, you got to be careful. Maybe I guess who it is. If it's your mom, if it's your kids, if your young kids come up to you and say, "Hey," you know what I mean? I don't know. Boyd says truth always. Dave says truth always.
I get it, but there's times. I think there's times where if you're not hurting somebody's feelings, or it's not going to affect anything, in a big way, I think telling little white lies here and there is okay.
All right, give me an example. Give me an example of a little white lie that goes and it's not bad.
I mean, like you said, a little white lie. Okay, I've had to tell some white lie. I try not to my kids, but when they're asking me certain questions as younger kids, and you're like, "Oh, I can't." Oh, we lied about Santa. We lied about the Easter Bunny. We lied about the Tooth Fairy. We lied about all things because you want your kids to have a child, innocence.
Oh, okay. Good one. Now, wait a minute. There you go. There's three. Here's the big one. You got little kids. Yep. Santa Claus. I mean, I know this sounds crazy, but to a little kid sometimes, and I don't know, I never had little kids, but if you had little kids and you finally tell them that there is no Santa Claus at Christmas time, they're going to hate you. They can be scorned for life. But I don't know if it's the same way with kids these days. The kids are much smarter now. They know there's no Santa way before we did. At 14, I still believed in
Gianni,
Santa.
when I had a Santa come, because I got to run into Santa when I was like 7. In my living room, putting gifts under my tree. It was like the coolest thing ever. So I wanted to do it for the kids before they got too old. Gianni, I don't know, he was like 10 and 11. And they caught him coming in the house, putting the gifts down. I was recording it. It's all on video. Gianni, the first thing he does is he runs to the front door to go outside. I go, "What are you doing? Like, Santa's in your living room." He's like, "I want to see the sleigh. I want to see the reindeer." He ran outside looking. And I said, and the Santa goes, "Well, Gianni, they're hovering over. We have places to be." And he was a great Santa. And Gianni's like, "Where is he hovering?" I'm like, "Get your ass in here and talk to Santa Claus. Get your ass in here and talk to."
God bless you. Who was he?
I'm not gonna tell you. He's asking me.
Who was it Uncle John?
No, I'll tell you another time. See,
now, if he's hovering, wait a minute. Now, here's something. If he's hovering, the Gianni's got a point. If he's hovering, eventually he's got to come down to pick up Santa.
Well, he was not letting it go. I just said, "Sit your ass inside and talk to Santa." And then he's telling him Santa's sack isn't gold. Santa, he's arguing. This is the Italian and the Greek.
The thing that I still don't understand.
There. Look at Emo from Florida said he's still scored for life. Yes.
No,
there you go. Yeah. Yes.
So you gotta lie. Sometimes you gotta lie.
Sense.
My daughter almost turned me into security at Walmart when she was sitting in a cart when she was 4 because I opened a bag of chips to snack on them while I was shopping. I go, "Are you?" I had to teach her a little something about loyalty. You want them to take your mother and take her to jail? Then where are you gonna go? Stop throwing me under the bus, sister. Okay.
There you go for opening. I told you that 2 weeks, whatever it was, I made a whole sandwich in the store. I got a piece of bread. I had the mayonnaise. I put my finger. I opened the jar, and I ate a whole sandwich. By the time I checked out, the sandwich and chips were gone. So I did it. There you go. Emo will be a Grinch for life. All right, for me, hurt me with the truth. Don't lie to me. There you go, Jeanette. Yeah, I think that good point.
right.
Guys, you're watching Ocean Spit, talking about different stuff here today with Toxic Thursday with Carol Brandolino, guys. And you know what we need to do? It's time for a sponsor. Boy, it's a little slow today. Mary Grievous for all of your real estate needs. That's right. Don't just call me when you're ready to buy or sell. Contact me when you're considering buying or selling. She's your forever agent. Mary Grievous, Berkshire Hathaway Stark Real Estate. Give her a call at 630-688-1725 for all your real estate needs. And of course, she also books NTD vacations. The Chicago Music Cruise 2026, January 17th, January 25th, MSC World America, 7-night Western Caribbean cruise, Miami, Honduras, Costa Maya, Cozumel, Costa Rica, Ocean Cay. It's going to be great. 7 nights with Tony Ocean and the Main Event Band and Seventh Heaven. Go to ChicagoMusicCruise.com or put in Tony Ocean or give Mary a call at 630-688-1725. Say, I want to go on the ocean with Ocean. Well, you were talking about kids and stuff like that, Carol. A lot of kidnapping stuff is happening in Mexico. People deciding to go to Mexico, spring break, all that stuff. You got to be careful. And you know what it's tied to? Kids, ladies and gentlemen, it's tied to dating apps.
Yep.
Dating apps. You got to watch out for that. Not only in Mexico, but they're bringing you out. You're dating. Let's meet at this resort. I don't know why anybody would do that, but you know, they're going out there and you never know. And that's not a date. You're going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they're older people. These are kidnapping, and then they sex traffic them. That's why they're doing this. That's why they're kidnapping these young boys and girls. I'm sure it's mostly girls, but listen, I'm scared to death. I used to go on spring break. My dad and my mom, Anna and I, would drive me and my friends out to spring break for years. You know, he would follow us around. We were walking. I remember going to Clearwater Beach all the time. He was walking like 100 steps behind. Like, how dumb am I? How are you going to let me go on spring break? And he just didn't want me to talk to boys. Well, that's not going to happen. There's thousands of them all over the strip. But he would follow us around and just keep an eye on us here and there, down there. Finally, at 19, which I still now that I know my kids are getting to those ages, I went to Mexico with my friends to Cancun for spring break alone. It was my first spring break alone. And as a parent, I would have been scared to death because 5, 6 girls went, but things, you got to stay together. You got to stay together. Don't believe any guy. Don't go anywhere alone. Don't leave that area where all the tourists are. You got to stay there.
And always, ladies and gentlemen out there, that spray, whatever you call it, what's that stuff you keep in your purse? Pepper spray are one of those things that make that real loud noise, that horn noise.
The loud noise, yeah.
A loud thing. Keep that stuff with you, man. Put it in your purse. Man, that thing is loud. It can go blocks down.
Yes.
You keep hitting that and the pepper spray. And don't forget the old kick to the balls.
Yeah.
Really works. The old kick to the balls. That's what you do, folks. Spray it in their eyes, then kick them in the balls.
Yeah, go to town and then run.
That's how you do it. That's how it's going to work. Absolutely. Speaking of vacations, if you go over there, Coney Island. Have you ever been to Coney Island?
I have. I loved it.
I loved it too in New Jersey, Coney Island. They're going to it's not been doing good for many, many years. The neighborhood changes. Everything changes. Coney Island's not like it used to be. Walking on the boardwalk, seeing all those great things. They're going to turn it into a $3 billion casino, casino, and that's unfortunately, this is where all these kind of places are turning into. It's very sad. Coney Island, on the boardwalk.
Sad. Yeah, that is
Jersey Shore over there. It's pretty sad. I don't like seeing the old things going away. Remember this, remember that, and it's all going away, which is. I don't know. Dave says, I'm okay when I go to Acapulco, Mexico. I'm sure you are, guys. I'm just saying, don't leave the resort if you.
I mean, a guy may get robbed or something, but I doubt they're trying to sex traffic, with all due respect, any men, older men, you know what I mean? But they could get robbed. You could get robbed and, hurt badly for money. You know what I mean? There's
Yeah,
different
you get right.
concerns for sure, you know?
Absolutely. And another thing I just heard, Amazon say it will. Amazon is huge. I don't know how many packages. I don't know how many people buy stuff on Amazon every day. It's got to be in the trillions or the millions. I don't know, right? Billions at least. Packages everywhere. Amazon says it will reduce its workplace as AI will replace human employees.
Yeah. Yeah.
Carol, we're going to see that 10 years from now, maybe even not 10 years from now, more people will be losing, more humans will be losing their job. Now, we don't know when we order on Amazon. We just think we push the button and all of a sudden it appears. We don't realize that the guy in the warehouse is pulling it and packaging it and doing what he's got to do. And that guy's got a family or that girl's got a family.
It's scary.
Are you ready for that? I'm not ready.
You know, one of Tammy, her name is Tammy, sweet girl. She watches the show. I met her at the 5-year anniversary, and I've run into her when we saw Seventh Heaven. And she posted something about she went to Wendy's, and a person did not take her order. It wasn't like a person. It was like it was a recording. Now I haven't run into that at a fast food place. I mean, they do say welcome. It's like welcome, blah blah blah, and it's not really the person taking your order. Then the person comes on to take your order, but she said she ordered like a Frosty or something. She never talked to an actual person. I was like, holy shit, that hasn't happened yet.
Well, you know what? There's a Portillo's in Rosemont over there on River Road. And you drive through, you hear a voice, you walk up there and it's there. Wow. Your food is there. There's no one that hands you the food. Your food is there.
I'm just wondering what jobs people are going to do that people have to do as humans once all the other jobs are going to be taken. Like, what are people going to do for work, for careers, to make money that their jobs are now taken? This is a good question, something to think of. What kind of job can't be taken by a robot or a computer AI?
Well, they said scientists won't be able to be replaced. People that work on chemical stuff can't be replaced. Certain jobs can't be replaced, but technically you can even put AI in a baseball team and get rid of the baseball players and have robots hit the ball or football. I told you I went to the movies by myself about a month ago, and I put it in and the popcorn came and the soda came. There was nobody there. There was nobody there to give me my ticket. You put in the button, it's where you want to sit, and the thing came out. There was nobody to say, here's your ticket.
And then that's why people aren't social anymore. They don't even know how to talk to people anymore because you don't have to talk to anybody anymore. It's just like nobody talks, nobody interacts. Like, that's the sad part to me, is the social aspect of all of it. Like, and human touch and shaking hands or hugging or talking, dancing.
It's all gone. We were talking about that when they were talking to people on dates. Everything's on, hey, there's not actually, hey, let's meet for a drink or let's do it. It's not, it's crazy. Captain Rick, what's up, buddy? Step up. AI is a little scary. Captain, I hope to either see you, because Captain's right over there by Captain. I hope to see you guys on Sunday or Saturday to get away. Only a woman who has delivered baby without epidural can truly understand the pain a man goes through when he has a cold.
That is so true. That's funny.
We are bad when it comes to colds. Like we got cancer and we're dying. It's just a cold. We're horrible. We're horrible.
Bad. Yeah, it's so bad.
Crazy stuff. Look, we were just talking about traveling and everything. Look at this guy. Free flights by posing as a flight attendant, found guilty after fraud authorities. Now, first of all, a 35-year-old Taryn Alexander was found guilty of wire fraud and entering into a secure area of an airport by false pretenses. So he's been on 34 flights, 34 as a flight attendant, and did not work for the airlines.
So much for security when you got to take your shoes off to walk past the thing and they check your butt in other lanes. And he's getting that.
Yeah. You ever notice sometimes when you're waiting in line to get on the plane, you see people walking in, they just show their badge and they walk in. There's no,
Mhm.
because they got
Right.
to get on the plane. 34 times with an airline carrier without paying for any of them and posing as a flight attendant who worked for the airlines. The United States Attorney Office for Southern District, California said a 35-year-old guy got away with it.
Unbelievable. That's scary. That's scary to me. I mean, good for him. He got some free flights, but he could have been in a nut job. You know what I mean?
I think so too. Kathy, how you doing? Joanne, Mel, Lennon, Reed, how you doing? Welcome to Toxic Thursday. Carol Brandolino. Carol, when people get married, sometimes they release butterflies or something, like and the butterflies fly into the air and it's whatever it is. You hear about that, right?
Yeah.
This couple here, a bride releases butterflies in honor of her late father, but they didn't fly away. The butterflies all went on her.
Oh my God. I got goosebumps. Holy crap.
Wow. Anne Rose Perry, who lost her father when she was 7 years old, incorporated a monarch butterfly release into her wedding at Cape Cod. Rather than flying away, the butterflies, about 50 in total, unexpectedly landed on her dress, by her underneath her breast, her sister's bouquet, and even her new husband, staying with the couple on them for 10 minutes.
Oh my God. Wow. That is amazing. That's amazing.
It's almost like God put the father hugged her, hugged the husband, and hugged the sister. That's like, wow, goosebumps. I mean, that's amazing.
Showing approval, like that, they're happy and that, they give them their blessing, I guess, right? I mean,
that is so cool. That's when the people say there's no God. Unbelievable. But here's another thing that you might see, Carol. Man farted in girlfriend's face and gave her a 7-year infection.
Damn, where did he eat dinner? Shut.
In her face. And I don't know how that can happen, but.
Well, gases. She breathed that in. How close was her face to his ass? I mean, seriously, how much?
Right. I mean, did he have his pants off? What is wrong with these people? Well, and then you were just talking about the plane, about the guy that faked the stewardess or whatever, the air flight attendant, whatever it was. A plane passenger was stopped by TSA and almost received an $800 fine for traveling with an apple. The guy just had an apple. It was a woman returning home from a trip aboard a claim she was stopped by airport, almost faced a hefty fine and future traveling restrictions after forgetting to declare an apple at customs.
That's dumb.
You're not supposed to have fruit.
Why? My mom said you're not supposed to have fruit. I don't know why.
Okay, there you go.
Flies and insects, she said. Flies and insects.
Oh, see, we got to have your mom on. She would have been able to tell us that stuff. She would have been able to tell us. Yes, David, God is real. All right, Carol, you got a boy, you got one boy, and you got one girl. Okay, you got Gianni named them. Here's the top. We can only name 10. Top boys' names of 2025. Are you ready? Number 10, William. I never knew they called people William anymore. Ezra, Levy, Benjamin comes in at number 8.
Okay.
Lucas, Mateo, Henry, James, Theodore, Oliver, Noah comes in at number 2. And you know the number 1 name for boys in 2024, Liam. Liam. Liam.
Okay.
Like laundry. Liam. Liam.
I'm not going to ever forget that.
Liam.
Okay. I mean, that's not Italian. These aren't Italian and Greek names, so I can't relate. I can't.
No, I can't relate either. Jeff, Daryl Armenstad, what's up, my brother? The boss once took orders. The CEO once mopped floors. The genius once failed tests. The legend once got ignored. The icon once doubted the mirror. Start where you are. Become who you were born to
Yes,
be.
I love that. Absolutely true.
I like
Yep.
that too.
Yep. Absolutely true.
I agree. That's true. And I don't know, man. This is crazy. I don't know if this is true or not. But Carol, study suggested that sandwiches taste better if they're made by someone else.
I've read something about that, or someone that is it somebody that you love or they loves you, or just in general that somebody else makes them.
Well, this says a study published in a journal of psychology science, Carnegie Mellon University, found that people tend to enjoy sandwiches made more when they're made by someone
I
else.
believe
The research is due to, it doesn't say by a loved one.
I believe that only because I know I won't eat a hot dog at my house. Like I won't eat a hot dog at my house.
I won't eat a hot dog
Only
either.
at
Yeah.
a good, like, Chicago style, good beef hot dog. But I won't do it at home. And even if I buy a good beef dog, I don't enjoy it at home. It's different from here. I don't know. It's weird.
They taste much different. We had Mary Grievous was watching. Mary, something she said was interesting. According to, and I didn't realize this. Now I knew this is about driving, folks. According to Illinois Tollway, using a phone while driving in Illinois is considered a moving violation.
Mhm.
Now we knew that, but I didn't realize even if the vehicle is stopped at a traffic signal.
What? Oh, I didn't know that.
What if you're stopped at a traffic signal or you're stopped for a train? You mean to tell me a phone in one hand means a ticket in the other? The fine for first offense, a maximum of $75, but the number grows to $100 for second offense, $125 for third offense, $150 for fourth offense.
Yeah, money, money, money. How many offenses? 1, 2, 3, 4. Just more money, more money. That's all it's about.
More money, more money. And I can see if you're driving,
Yeah.
obviously. If you're stuck at a red light and you can,
Yeah.
I don't know. There's Mary. Hi, Mary. So isn't that weird? I
It should
never
be considered
realized
a
that.
moving
I don't know if anybody
violation
got,
if you're moving violation. If you're stopped, right?
but
That's
you're
what
not
I'm
moving
saying,
at a
right?
stop
I
sign.
agree. It makes
Or,
sense.
well, I don't know about stop sign,
Right,
but
stop
stop
light.
light, because you do have a
Yeah.
couple of seconds or a
Right.
minute or whatever until
Yeah.
it changes. Yeah, not made by Subway. Oh,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
there's a different one. So interesting. Also, I didn't realize this. Food Network chef Ann Burrell. Your
I
dog
know.
barks, my dog barks. See that? They must hear each other. They must
They
hear
do.
each other through the
She
screens
hears
over here. Yeah. Food Network chef. I don't know. I never watched the Food Network, but anyway, Ann
Yeah.
Burrell
Yeah.
passed away. Some mysterious death. I don't know exactly what happened to her, but
Sad. Young.
you never know these days.
You
It's
know what?
crazy,
I
right,
came
guys?
across something called the burnt toast theory. Okay.
Okay.
I know. We always make fun of my mom because she burns toast. It's just like because she likes it crushed. But this has nothing to do with that. But it's very interesting because this has actually
All right.
happened to me before, and I'm wondering if it's happened to you before. It says every time you burn your toast, miss an exit, miss your flight, or get stuck in traffic, you're actually being delayed for a reason. You are being redirected to a different path. What feels like an inconvenience is actually protecting you from something unseen. If you don't get where you wanted to go, you will always end up where you are meant to be. Trust the process.
You know, it could be. Now, there's a perfect. I forgot who it was. Was it Justin B? I was Michael Jackson and somebody else was supposed to be at the Twin Towers, and they overslept. They overslept, and when that happened, so it could be maybe like if you miss an exit and you got to go around again. Maybe there was an accident or something there ready to hit you. So I do believe in that. I don't know about the burnt toast, but I'm sure there's little things like this.
All of these little things that happen
that
is like we said, kind of there's a reason behind it. Don't question everything. Things do happen in a time when they're supposed to, let's say, you know what I mean? So I guess it's just a better way for me to not be, I was never impatient before. As I've gotten older, I'm a little more impatient. I used to be the most patient person. Now I have none. And so I get really frustrated about dumb things sometimes. And I'm always in a rush. I think that's why I always so much I have to do. But we have seen a couple times we were caught and stuck behind in traffic, or we took something, and literally within 3 minutes, we were further behind. A guy got killed on a motorcycle. He literally flew past us. You know, one of those things you see, he got killed. We were 2.5 hours stuck on the highway. And when we got close, we realized it was the guy that drove ahead of us. We were stuck behind whatever it was, and he got killed on that motorcycle. I've missed a lot of really bad things. I've noticed that. Oh God, if I would have left 10 minutes earlier, I was on that highway. If I would have left, that happens all the time to me, and it freaks me out. You know?
Yeah. And I think it happens for reasons. I do believe things happen there for a reason. You might, Boyd, you really got Boyd. You are.
Boyd, come out to the next show, buddy. Come on.
Yeah, there you go, Boyd. Come on out. We still haven't got to see him yet. He still hasn't come out.
Brave Boyd.
Boyd. That's it, Boyd. You got it. There you go. We're going to get right to my buddy, Cousin Tommy, who's actually coming out of the house tonight. Cousin Tommy, ladies and gentlemen, Jack Vena, that's right. They offer monthly maintenance programs, bush trimming, spring, fall cleanup, bed washing, fertilizing, weed control. They offer plant design, service, installation, servicing the North Shore for 44 years, 50 years. That's Jack Vena Landscaping at 847-432-5266. My good buddy, Cousin Tommy. And it's also time for the JRC Ace Hardware Minute. The Minute brought to you by JRC Ace Hardware Stores. The weather for Thursday, the 19th of June. 78 degrees, feels like it's 81 degrees, 59% humidity, 7-mile-an-hour winds. It's sunny and no rain in the forecast. It's beautiful. It's the summer. Brought to you by JRC Ace Hardware Stores, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods.
Boyd's giving me a complex. Hold on. First of all, I'm not even care about the Tammy Faye shit, but let me tell you something, Boyd. So he was the one, he talks a lot of shit about me touching my hair, which I watched the show after the fact, and I notice I fidget. I don't know why. So I really made it a point to focus and try not to touch my hair, not to put my glasses on and off. Boyd, what do you want from me, my friend? I'm trying to come on and trying to be all natural, because that's what everybody's saying. Maybe I wear my eyelashes. People talking shit all over the place. Bring it to the ring, Boyd. Let's go.
Let me tell you something. When I had long hair, I was twirling and twirling and twirling where it would come off.
It's a nervous thing, I guess. I don't know why I do it. I want to stop. It stresses me out when I watch the show back. Do you watch the show back? Do you watch?
I've never watched the show back ever.
Oh, I watched this.
Never. Because I know how bad I fuck up. I know how bad I fuck up. So I have never, I'm going to tell you something. I've got 9 CDs out and I've never listened to them back.
Do you watch yourself perform? How about performing when you're singing or anything? No. Wow. No. Well, we're our biggest critics. I know that, but I have to watch, and I look at, I pick everything apart. That I'm touching my hair. I'm too fidgety. I'm looking this way.
Well, I screw up all the time because I talk too fast or whatever it is. I screw up all the time, and maybe it just gets to the point where it's a little crazy. Wow, I might have to go watch this one just to hear myself say, "Hey,
it's funny
I
when
fuck
you
up
say
all the time." Well, there you go. It's funny. We were talking about your dog barking and my dog barking and dogs in general after we did the thing for the dogs. The best breeds. Would you know? This is interesting. A Labrador Retriever is the number 1 best behaved dog. A Rottweiler is number 2. A Shih Tzu.
Shih Tzu. Like shit. Shih Tzu. Like Achu.
That's it. Yeah. Number 3. A cane coral, number 4. Yeah. And a golden retriever comes in at number 6. Number 5. Best behaved.
Okay.
Dogs.
I have a pit bull, and she's one of the, and that's all I've had. And she's the best behaved dog. I mean, she barks. I mean, she barks when she hears other dogs barking. She listens. She's so good. She's very loving, and she's a great dog. They learn so quickly, and she doesn't bite.
They do. They're very smart.
They're very smart. Very smart.
Yeah, a Rottweiler, and you got a
Yeah.
pit bull. You said pit bull. Yeah, they're great dog. I mean, all
Yeah.
dogs are great.
Yeah, of
Let's
course.
just be honest. Yeah. Well, and we mentioned. Yeah, I love them. I'm getting a gold. Oh, Dave's getting a golden retriever. Okay, so we the top 5 boys' names. How about the top 5
Okay.
girls' names? Are you ready? Let's start with let's go to 10. Sophia comes in at 10. Ava comes in at 9. Evelyn comes in at 8. Isabella number 7. Sophie comes in at 6. Mia comes in at 5. Charlotte comes in at 4. Amelia comes in at 3. Emma comes in at 2. And the number 1 name in the United States, 2025 for girls, is Olivia.
Okay.
If I had a baby girl, I would name her first name Brooklyn.
Okay. I like Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
I think that's a nice name. Yeah.
Brooklyn. Very
Yep.
cool name. Brooklyn. That's it. Now she might get some shit, but Brooklyn. And it's important. Now, wait. One thing questions I have to real fast as we're getting down to the end. I don't think I've ever asked you this, but I did ask a lot of my guests before, and then I kind of lost the questions. And it's usually after an end of interview, I would ask these questions. Okay, this used to be, I don't know if you ever watched a show called Inside the Actors Studio. It was a guy that used to ask the questions at the end. Okay, let's go with you. All right. First thing, and we got a minute left. What is your favorite word?
Swear word? Well, no, I don't know.
Any word. Favorite word.
Huh?
Favorite word.
I don't know. I don't
Okay,
know.
that's all right. We'll skip. What is your least
Can't.
favorite word?
Can't.
What's your least favorite word?
Yeah.
Can't?
Yeah.
Good one. All right. What turns you on creatively, spiritually, and emotionally?
Creatively is hustle, not quitting. Yes, I love that. That's the turn on. Spiritually, just somebody who's in tune with the universe and God, and just like knowing that there's a higher power and living by that. Mhm.
Got it. Makes sense. What turns you off?
What turned me up? Egomaniacs, people that use power they try to condescending people. Yeah,
Good one. What's your favorite curse word?
for sure. You know.
That's 99% of everybody always use that. Number 4, what sound or noise do you love?
Water, like ocean, like the water.
Yeah. What sound of noise do you hate?
Yelling, screaming.
Yelling. Okay. What profession other than yours would you like to attempt?
Child psychology. I wanted to be a therapist counselor.
All right. What profession would you not like to do?
Gynecologist.
Okay.
I don't know.
I knew a guy that was a gynecologist. But he got out of the whole business. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Last but not least, if heaven exists, what would you like to hear from St. Peter when you arrived at the pearly gates?
You did your best. That's it.
Yeah, I would say, hey, I would like to hear, hey, your dad's waiting for you at Route 9 or something, or all the, John Lennon and Frank Sinatra, they all want to hang with you. And you did a good job being yourself. You got to love it, folks. That's some good stuff. And that's the Inside Actor Studio. I used to love that when they interviewed the actors and that the students would ask these questions, which is very cool. I used to like that a lot. We had Wendy on yesterday, the final part of the show, in Piralux. And as we're getting a little slow here today, and we're over the hour. But I want to thank Wendy. There was just Wendy yesterday, and she did a great job with Imperialux. Imagine putting your money to work for you, becoming your own bank, making your dream retirement reality with guaranteed lifetime income. Wendy Thompson, Craig Conlon will help you create personal pensions, grow your wealth, secure your legacy. It's never too late to start. Take charge of your financial future today. Give them a call at 630-890-1213. There's the dog. How you doing, doggy? What's the dog's name?
There she is. This is a good girl.
What's the dog's name?
She's Xena.
Dog's name?
Xena. Xena, the warrior
With a D?
princess. No,
Oh,
Z,
Xena. Like the drink.
Xena, the
All
warrior
right, Xena.
princess. Yeah.
Hi, Xena. How you doing, pal? All right. And don't forget tonight, Postatanos, Retro Night, 80s Rock. Tonight at 7 o'clock in Oak Brook. Tomorrow, Chicago Prime Steakhouse. Saturday, the Getaway in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. And Sunday, the Backyard Bar Marina in Johnsburg. Dress warm. I mean, dress cool because it's going to be hot Saturday and Sunday. And next Wednesday, we'll be at Rosario's in Roselle. Next Thursday, we'll be at the Burr Ridge Concert in the Park. Right there by Gigi there for the Oceans Rat Pack show. And then next Saturday, Johnny's Kitchen and Tap, really cool place in Glenview. And then July 1st will be in Kenosha, Wisconsin, Stogie and Steins. Beer and Outside Park concert on July 1st. Birthdays, Harry Nielsen, one of my favorite singer-songwriters. Can't live, living is without you. Yeah, Harry Nielsen celebrates a birthday. Red Fox, you big ugly dummies from Sanford and Son, 103. Russell Hitchcock, 76 years old from Air Supply. I love him. The Ultimate Warrior for you wrestling fans, 66 years old. Bailey, wrestling fans, 36. Will Ferrell, 58. Desi Arnaz. Lucy, you got some explaining to do. Celebrates a birthday. Barry Manilow, 82 years old. Jay Leno, 75. Jimmy Parker from Nashville. Jimmy, wherever you are, happy birthday. Maureen McCormick, Marsha, celebrating a birthday. That's it. You got a Blake Shelton, country star, Dusty Baker, former Los Angeles Dodgers manager and former Chicago Cubs manager, 76. Linda Ronstadt, 79. And Greg Raleigh from Santana and Jersey, 78 years old. We got to go, folks, but before we go, and Xena's getting upset. She's getting really mad right now. So it is Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local, folks. Download the Ace Rewards app. Easy way to keep track of your points, coupons, and special offers. Helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. Tomorrow is Friday. Rank the albums. Rank the albums is going to be a new category we're going to do, and that's going to be ranking. Tomorrow we're going to rank the Beatle albums, top 10 Beatle albums. And my panel will be Funny Man, Matt Cassane, Chris Minardi, great guitar player in Chicago, and Nick Sahajas. Best Beatle albums. Just Beatle albums, not solo, just Beatle albums. That's one of the topics we do tomorrow. Woo! Buy local, shop local, support local establishments, support live entertainment. Be kind to one another, folks. And if you're offended with this show or any other show, change the channel. And remember, just because you're offended doesn't mean you're right. Absolutely. Dringo Star says peace and love. Thank you very much, Carol. Give my best to your mom over there and Xena and the kids, everybody. Postatanos tonight, everybody. Hope to see you all there. God bless you. Ringo says peace and love. We got to go. Bye-bye, everybody.
Time to go, it's the end of the show. See you later from Tony O.
Thanks, everybody, for being cool. God bless you.